crispy.
All right, welcome back. We got that new Fisher Price parking lot, parking ramp, and we're going to turn that into a cool picture featuring Daredevil. This is actually one of my oldest ideas I've ever had. I was going to do this whole series with Daredevil villains and Daredevil chasing down Turk and then him fighting every single villain. But that's like 5 years ago that I came up with that idea, and I never got around to doing the whole storyline. So I'm just whatever. It's never gonna happen. So, but we are still gonna do a mini series of it, which is basically, and we're starting out with the original concept I had was Daredevil running on rooftops and then jumping off a rooftop and basically turning over a car and then finding out there's goods in the back or something. I don't know. It was Daredevil running on a rooftop. But yeah, I got this parking ramp, Fisher Price parking ramp, and it's really perfect for it. And basically, yeah, we had to get up nice and close to get a good shot of Daredevil and then kind of fill in the blanks in the background like I always do with the water towers and buildings. I need a longer table. That is something that I will be working on sometime soon, is making a longer table so I can get more depth out of my pictures. And I'm getting a lot out of it now, but I'm greedy. I want more. But either way, this is a cool shot, even with that blue background and not like necessarily buildings back there. But this is a first one. We'll go back and do a bunch before it and some after it, and this is just kind of the starting point. So, anyways, let's go on to another picture. All right, so this is basically another one of the shots that kind of has been floating around my head for a few years now. Not so much bullseye, actually. That just ended up being there's an empty space up on the parking ramp. The way I had this framed, and it's like I'll just throw somebody in there, Typhoid Mary or bullseye, but bullseye won out, I guess. But yeah, it's just basically Daredevil jumping off the parking ramp onto the hood of the car to go after Turk. Daredevil, of course, is up on a wire, and just kind of him doing his classic jump through the air or whatever. So yeah, it turned out really good. Another really been into wires lately, apparently. Yeah, so yeah, turned out pretty good. Not much else to say about that. Let's go on to the next picture. So this is kind of turning into something else. Yeah, basically we got Bullseye jumping off the roof after Daredevil is got the door open. He's ready to throw Turk out of the car. Bullseye's jumping down from the parking ramp, and then I ended up throwing in Kingpin and Typhoid Mary in there just to fill out that spot. Like if I were to take this picture and have Bullseye, Daredevil, and then Turk in the vehicle in there, there'd be this huge open gap up on the parking ramp. So basically, I just threw Kingpin and Typhoid Mary up there. I don't know how far this is going to go. I actually think I'm going to start going in reverse and start taking the earlier pictures of this storyline. And then I'll maybe on another video I'll do what happens after this moment. But this is as far as I've gone with this. I don't know how far I'm going to go with it after this scene, but we'll see what happens. So anyways, let's do one more shot. All right, so our next shot is Daredevil doing a backflip over between two buildings. So this would take place basically right before that first shot that we did at the beginning of the video. It's basically him doing, he always had this weird way of, Frank Miller had him run and then kind of flip the opposite way of what you would think he would flip if you were jumping off a roof. And it always makes for a cool shot. Actually, for as weird as it is, awkward as it is, I thought it looked good in the Daredevil movie, the Ben Affleck one, and then in the comics it always looked cool. So just up on a wood doll, him doing his backflip over the building. I think we're going to back up 2 more spots and then we'll call it good on this video. All right, so this is one of two of the last shots. This is basically Daredevil running on the rooftop. So this would take place right before the last video we just did, where he does the flip in the air and whatnot. But want to get one picture to connect this to the flip to him running on the parking ramp. So just a nice simple Daredevil shot. It's great to have just a nice simple shot of him running across a rooftop. Nothing too fancy or special. It's just him doing his thing. So let's do that final picture. All right, so the final shot of this picture is just basically Daredevil eavesdropping on this crew loading these crates into the back of a truck. I got his head turned as if he's listening, using his ears to listen. And then I got this church. You know, everything with Daredevil, it always fits better if it's church related. So yeah, it really works well. It really turned out great. As far as framing it, you know, we'll take a picture from here so we can see the truck, get the characters in there. We got Turk on the phone as if Daredevil's listening to him. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, great run of pictures. You know, with Daredevil. Hit the like and subscribe button, guys. You know, check out the description of this video for the links to my Instagram and my Facebook page. But otherwise, we'll see if I continue on with this run of Daredevil, if I actually am going to do a big street fight, or what I plan on doing with Typhoid Mary and Kingpin and Bullseye. Not entirely sure yet, and I don't know when I'll get to it either way. So holidays are coming up. It's going to be busy. But otherwise, yeah, fun run of pictures, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Bye now.